Alright, now that E3, all the commotions died down just a little bit, it's time to talk about WiiU specs, or what we know about WiiU specs so far. First, here's a little funny story about the Wii, the original Wii specs though. A few years back, when both Max Console and IGN first leaked the Wii specs, myself and the majority of people didn't believe it and thought it was fake. And we were searching online, trying to find the real Wii specs, searching. Now, IGN posted an article that said the name of the chip that the Wii was based on, along with a confirmation of a Game Boy Advance 2, right, with GameCube visuals. Now, that article was taken down about probably an hour or so after it was up, mysteriously. But somebody took a screen cap. And back then I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, why would they have all this stuff they said about the Wii, the specs, but they take that down? Like, why would they take that down? That's kind of suspicious. So I was like, maybe that was legit. So for like weeks I was searching for that. It was called, well, because the chip was based on, it's called the IBM PowerPC 750 CL, and I was searching the internet, searching, couldn't find anything on this chip. So I'm like, maybe they got the name wrong, maybe it doesn't exist. And of all places I check, I found the complete specs, or what we know about the specs, on IBM.com. Of all places, match identical to the specs that Max Console was releasing that nobody believed. I was actually the first person to confirm those as the specs. I posted it on the IGN boards. I also sent it to, I believe, Anitech.com. Sent it directly to them. They never posted it until about 2 weeks later, where they gave somebody else credit for posting it. Alright, now regarding the Wii U, there's a lot of people out there saying, based on unfinished footage and footage that's actually not even running on Wii U, it's running on the current gen systems, saying that, oh, it's weaker than PS3 360, oh, it's not that much powerful, blah blah blah. So people don't know what they're talking about. Okay, what's been released so far of this system indicates at the very least a half gen jump, at the very least. Okay, what I like about what they've been doing with this system is actually something that Reggie said that they were going to do on his interview with Game Trailers with Jeff. You guys should check that out. It's a very interesting interview. So like, pretty much he said that their third-party partners would be the ones releasing the information for this system, and so far that's been the case. IBM has confirmed that the CPU is based on Power 7. Now, that's not an old chip. The first real commercial use for this chip debuted last year, and it still costs a lot of money. Power 7 is their most powerful chip that they have right now. Now, it's not going to be, people are saying, oh, it's IBM saying that it was based on Watson. Now, don't get it confused and think that's going to be the same, because that thing has like hundreds or thousands of cores. So it's going to be a downscaled version of that chip, but the fact that it's based on their most powerful CPU that they make, it's pretty good. And yes, that is confirmed that it's using Power 7. You can tell because they said in a press release that that the CPU has eDRAM on it, and that's the only chip that they have that has eDRAM on it. Now, on the graphics end, AMD specifically said that it's a HD Radeon chip. Now, that means that that chip is no more than 3 years old, because those chips started being manufactured not until 2008. So it means two things. It means that the chip's not that old, and second, that at the very least it'll have the equivalent of DirectX 10, which puts it beyond PS3 and 360. 360 and PS3's graphics chips are DirectX 9 equivalent. So looks like the GPU is anywhere from DirectX 10 equivalent to DirectX 11. If you're expecting it to be, a lot of people were expecting this, I don't know why, to be less powerful than the 360. That's kind of retarded. The rumors are saying that it's supposed to be a triple core CPU. That might not be true, because the Power 7, the lowest amount of cores that it currently uses is 4. So unless they have 4 cores with 1 disabled, kind of like how the PlayStation 3, the Cell, has 7 cores but 1's disabled, that might not be true, because it seems like it would probably cost Nintendo more money to go and turn that into a 3-core chip from 4. So that part might not be true. It's probably going to be quad core. Okay, as far as the format, like I told you guys before, it would be based on Blu-ray technology, but not an actual Blu-ray disc. So it's probably made, like I said, by Panasonic. Okay, at the very least, it holds 25 gigs. But they made sure that they said single layer. So it might be like PS3. Might hold dual layer, might hold up to 50 gigs. Hopefully that's the case. But that puts the Microsoft in a funny spot. With their next system, they pretty much have no choice but to go with a bigger size disc. I very much doubt they will go use a standardized DVD if both the Nintendo system, which is coming out at least a year and a half in advance and might become the developer's platform, is using such a large disc, and the PS4 will probably use Blu-ray again. So yeah, so actually, you 360 fanboys, you have Nintendo to thank, because now you're probably most definitely going to get a bigger disc-based media, a bigger file size. So you're welcome. Now, as far as clock speeds go, I think the reason why we don't have these clock speeds is because the system's not finalized yet. It looks like they are going to wait, just like the Microsoft did with the 360 PS3, kind of wait until pretty much the year it's coming out. They're going to wait until a few months before to actually finalize the specs on the system. So we could get more RAM, we could get faster clock speeds. They might change and have it be manufactured on a smaller process because it would be a little bit cheaper for them. So you never know, guys. But I will say this, if any of this went over your head, it's a beast.